Hello, Darthvegan here, back with another episode of Kerbal Space Program Season 5. Last episode we had a lot of firsts. First time we flew by Duna, entered the orbit of Duna, gathered first scientific data from Duna, suborbital space flight above Duna, atmospheric flight above Duna, and landed on the surface of Duna. But we did not return from Duna. Oh no, we did not. So, maybe we should do that. Alright, so what are we going to do today? Today we are going to send Kerbal to Duna. I don't know if we're actually going to land on Duna with the Kerbal, or if we're just going to send the Kerbal there to orbit and bring them back. I'd like to send 2 Kerbals. Alright, Gage and Griffin, how do you guys feel about being the first Kerbals to go to Duna, even though you won't be landing on Duna? Yes, I know you're nervous and excited, but you'll be doing a flyby of Duna, and then you'll be coming back home safe and sound. Guaranteed! You got the DV guarantee. Ready for launch in 3, 2, 1, liftoff. Oh yeah, beautiful! Gage and Griffin, the first Kerbals to fly by Duna. They are both excited, as they should be. As they should be. It's an exciting time for all of Kerbin as we lift off in this monumental, historic moment. The first Kerbals to try to reach Duna and come back. You know, that's an afterthought, but it's a nice afterthought, isn't it? Alright, we have achieved an orbit, and now we're going to set our course for Duna. I'm going to use Astrogator because I am lazy. Actually, it says time to burn 2 years, 57 days. Now, we're in the correct window right now. I made sure of it before I launched. So I'm not going to use Astrogator after all. We're going to use the Deviator, which is me. Alright, first burn is complete. Secondary burn is only 26.8 meters per second, so that's not bad. So let's go ahead and go around to it. Actually, before we do that, let's focus our view back on Duna. Let's make sure we can't dial this in just a little bit. Oh yeah, look at that. Let's oh no, it's fine actually, because we gotta do this burn. So I'm gonna do a quick save, and then we're gonna warp out for 89 days to our secondary burn. Oh, that's too much. Too much. Okay, so let's turn down the skipper just a little here. Down about 10%. Now let's do a radial in burn, and we're gonna bring our our periapsis out of the planet here. There we go. There we go. 55. That's a little low. Let's do 93. That's fine. 115. We'll do 115. Okay. We're ready. Now we are going to get ready to do our orbital insertion burn of Duna. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready for that. We're going to add in a maneuver node here. We're going to do a burn to get us into orbit. Something like that. That's another 700. Ooh. I think we'll still be fine. Oh my. I did not realize we were at such an angle here. Can I do a little anti-normal here? Let's cant this just a little bit to change our plane. just a hair while we still can, relatively cheaply. There we go. That's better. Let's kill this. And then we're going to add them over here. And get into orbit. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Very good. Now we are going to go to Duna. And we're going to do an orbital insertion burn of Duna. Alright, and we are at Duna. And we're going to get ready to do our burn for our orbital insertion. And ready for burn now. So we have a couple of missions here. Low in space over Duna, flying high over Duna, and low in space over Ike to get to recover or transmit science. So we're going to try to we'll try to transmit from our probes to get what we need there. And there we go. Circular orbit of Duna. Complete, well, you know, circular-ish. Okay, so let's go over to our apoapsis. And we're going to go ahead and detach our Duna probe here. What we're going to do is we're going to bring in our orbit so that it is going to be in atmosphere here. Just until we reach Atmo. That ought to be good right there. Now we're going to detach our Duna probe here. So stack separators. Haha, yeah. I did it right this time. Thank goodness. And now I'm going to switch over to him. We're going to use RCS to basically get out of the way here. Okay. And then, actually, you know what? We need to extend these solar panels so we don't run out of juice. Don't want that to happen, do we? No, I do not. Okay. Alright, so now we need to go back to prograde. Get back out of our atmospheric entry here. Don't have to be back circular, but let's get, there we go. That looks good. Look at Ike taunting me. Okay, so now this guy is going to get ready for an entry into Duna. Duna's atmosphere. Unfortunately, it's going to be on the dark side of the planet, so in space high. Now we need flying high. Or low in space. Let's see if we can get low in space here. In space low, here we go. Let's send some science. There we go. Alright, we got that one. Now we need flying high. So we need to make sure we get that. I probably shouldn't have sent that just yet. It's going to waste a lot of my electric charge here. Alright, so let's retract these solar panels. And the antenna. Let's actually put in some action groups here right quick. Let's just do a number 2. Do a toggle and a toggle. There we go. Coming in. Grab some of that juicy Atmo. Alright, so we are flying high now, so we can go ahead and probably do that. But I'm not gonna wait. I mean, I don't have to send it now, I don't think. I think I just have to transfer it. Yeah. While flying high. Collect science. Yes. Okay. So I got the science. That's not I need to transmit it or collect it. Alright, so it looks like we're going to come down in the Midland Sea again. Lucky us. Lucky us. Alright, so I think we're safe from the heat. I'm going to go ahead and jettison this heat shield. Oop. Get it off there. Get off me. Bye-bye. Put down the legs. I put on a little extra fuel on this thing to see if we could get back up into orbit. I don't know if we'll be able to or not. It's got 2,000 delta V, but we're gonna have to use some of that to break our landing here. Why my parachute's not firing? Well, that could have been better. And I didn't do a quick save, so... Darn. No flying high probe for that. Yeah, I didn't do a quick save, so that was unfortunate. That was unfortunate. My chutes, I didn't change the settings on the chutes so that they would deploy in lower atmo. So, yeah. My fault. So unfortunately we didn't get the flying high science transmitted. Now I could dip back down with this thing and see if we could get the flying high thing there. Or I could try to get to Ike. There's Ike right there. It's gonna be 182 delta V. Could just send my probe to Ike. Let's do that. Let's send the probe to Ike. It should have enough delta V to do those burns, I think. Let's decouple the node. And let's go ahead and power it up. And... got 1,478. Let's see if I can get that maneuver node again. Hey, like that little loopy-loo. I think we can do that just fine. Let's go ahead and activate the engine. There we go. We're going to go ahead and get away from Mama Ship a little bit. There we go. And we're going to fly over to the maneuver node in 1 minute. There we go. Turn off that. Might need that to land on Duna. I mean on Ike. Ike's got really low gravity. So we should be able to do this without too much trouble here. And Ike. Okay. Now I'm going to try to focus on Ike here. And let's see what we got going on here. So it looks like we got a course coming in. And we're just going to land right on Ike. We probably should go ahead and see if we can get a little bit of an orbit or something here. Oh, wrong way, buddy. There we go. Let's see if we can dial that in then. And just see if we can get an orbit of Ike. There we go. Let's go up to that. Let's get an orbit of Ike. Bye-bye, Duna. Going to Ike, your little sister. child? Or, I'm not sure. Sister? Child? Who knows? Niece, maybe? Nephew? There we go. Beautiful. Good enough. And we're going to go ahead and get into orbit of Ike. There we go. That'll be good. So let's go ahead and warp over to that. And here we are. Bing. All right, we're going to get ready to do this burn for Ike. And do that at our periapsis. There we go. Now in orbit of Ike, which is excellent. And now we're going to go ahead. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do retrograde and let's land this bird. There we go. Just land. Just land right here on the Midlands. Should I go ahead and take a science thing now? Does that complete our mission for Ike? Let's take a look. Yes, got our science near Ike. Okay. Should I go ahead and quick save it? We saw how that turned out for Duna here. Okay. There we go. Come on down to Ike. Come on down. Suicide burn at 7,000, it says. I don't think Ike has the new texture pack. Or maybe it does. Real nice. Nah, it does not. That's fine. Alright, cool. Just touch on down real gently. We'll retract these just in case. Real gently. And bink. Got her. Alright, touchdown on Ike. First milestones. First flyby of Ike. Escaped the gravitational influence of Duna. Entered orbit of Ike. Entered the suborbital spaceflight above Ike. And landed on the surface of Ike. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the solar panels here. We'll go ahead and take some of this science and transmit it. Transmit this one. Transmit that one. Mystery U. Transmit that one. There we go. May run out of battery power. Yep. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay. Very good. I'm gonna turn this to does not require complete. And let's go ahead and charge up our batteries right quick. Okay, let's try this again. That seismic data drains the batteries, man. There we go. Got that. Let's transmit the press mat. Got that. Let's transmit this mystery goo. Got that. Alright. I think we're ready. And thermometer. Got that. Awesome. Okay. Very good. Now let's head back to our manned flight here. Okay, so we've got 1991 Delta V left. Let's go ahead and get Gage out doing an EVA experiment here. All right. He has gone on a space flight above Duna now, and let's get Griffin out as well. Awesome. Good job, Griffin. I'm bored anyway. All right, so we can go ahead and observe the mystery goo, and we'll keep that. Actually, I think I've already got all this stuff with the auto science. Seismic scan can't be done right now. Oh yeah, because we're in space. Okay, so let's set a course back for Kerbin here. Astrogator says to go back to Kerbin it'll take us 1 year and 16 days. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. $566, and then another maneuver there of 21. It says that's an intersection, so I guess we'll believe it. All right, so let's go. Bye bye, Duna. It's been nice seeing you. All right, we are now ready for our burn after a little over 1 year of waiting. Been in space for 2 years and 4 days. Gage and Griffin have gotten to know each other really well in that little pod. Really well. In fact, let's see how well. Oh yeah, they're pretty cramped quarters here. So, yeah. They've gotten to know each other really, really well. Really well. Alright, we're ready for our burn. 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. All right, and now for our secondary burn. Secondary burn should hopefully get us into an orbit of Kerbin. I'm not seeing that happening here. No, I don't want unknown objects. I want Kerbin. Yeah, it's set as my target already. You can see here that the calculations were incorrect from Astrogator. So even after this second maneuver here, we don't have an intersection with Kerbin. So you gotta watch out for Astrogator. It can be kind of tricky sometimes, especially with multiple burns. It can be a little bit tricky. So let's see what we got here. I should have plenty to get us into a normal orbit, but let's see if we can get us into something a little nicer than that. I mean, my God. What are we? Animals? Nice 90-ish degree orbit. 78. That'll be perfect right there. I might even be able to just dip into the atmo just a little bit. And you know what? Let's be risky. I can't. It's too much. But we may dip into the atmo a little bit when we get closer. Do a little burn. Okay, here we go. Bye-bye, Duna. Getting ready to do our burn that'll bring us home here. Ah! That's not good. I time warped a little bit too much here. So let's see if I can get this lined up. I don't know what that 17 seconds is gonna do to my calculations here. Oh, there they go. There they go. Okay, so let's see if I can get this guy back into play here. There we go. That's not bad. Let's switch over here and just turn this down so I can really dial this in here. Really dial it in. Oh yeah, nice aero capture there, bro. I like them apples. That's not even an aero capture, that's straight up splash into the ocean. There we go. There we go. Not quite at where we were at, but I don't care enough to make a change. Okay, awesome. I'm gonna do a quick save, and I guess we're going to warp here. Let's see how much it'll take to get into orbit here. To get into orbit of Kerbin, we're looking at 1300. Ooh, mama. How about we do an aero capture? How about we do an aero capture here? So let's just kill this. Add in another one of these. And let's see if we can just dial that in to a nice aero capture. 31,000? That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Let's go 32,000. Okay. Here we go. Hello, Kerbin. In 280 days. Alright, there is Kerbin, looking beautiful, as usual. And we're going to do this little burn here to get our trajectory changed so that we can have a nice aero capture with Kerbin. And boop, there we go. Okay, and we're ready. Let's go retrograde. Do a quick save, as usual. And let's go. Intersect with that, Mo. Go and retract all my bits and bobs, although it's going to burn up anyway. Not that it really matters. Okay, here we are. Here we are in Kerbin. Might as well go ahead and use up the remainder of this fuel. Let it burn up. Slow us down just a little. There we go. Forgot to turn the thrust back up. Beautiful. Attach. All right. We have slowed down to a safe velocity here. Now we just got to pop these chutes. And that'll be it. Gage and Griffin coming home. Boop. There we go. Awesome. Let's go ahead and recover it. All right, 590 science earned. Awesome. Very good. And level 3 for both Gage and Griffin. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure and hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And be sure and leave a comment below and the thing that you would like to see me do next. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Kerbals wait by the window, vaguely looking down at their saw, and hoping possibly Jebediah will come home with some raw from Minmus or the moon. Maybe he'll come home soon. Was never what it once was, shouldn't really fly anymore. Either as if an answer with a sound like blowing up your ears. Ship crashes through Kerbin's atmosphere. Crowds gather as hundreds of rocks of our favorite kind from endless fill their bedrooms, but they don't actually mind. Oh, you gonna live here tonight. Oh, opening that rest may slide. Oh, you gonna let it all go out that head Kerbal. You make that rocket ship go round. I was just a skinny lad, never knew you'd fight for that. But I knew space before I left my nursery. Left alone to be Ed Bill. He was such a crazy pill. And little Kerbals made Kerb not out of me. Oh, you gonna orbit here tonight. Oh, orbiting that red space flight. Oh, you gonna let it all go out that head Kerbal. You make that rocket ship go round. I've been flying with my band across the water, across the land. I've seen every moon and planet on the way. Hey, but their beauty and their size made me feel like I was wise. Take me back to the K-to-C sky. Oh, you gonna orbit here tonight. Oh, orbiting that red space flight. Oh, you gotta give it all. You got that head Kerbal. You make that rocket ship go round. Oh, you gonna orbit here tonight. Oh, orbiting that red space flight. Oh, you gotta give it all. You got that head Kerbal. You make that rocket ship go round. That head Kerbal. You make that rocket ship go round. Going up beyond the air in this crazy rocket fair.